Hello, everybody. Welcome back. The international break is over. Thank God for that. Football is back. Got a big one this weekend. Manchester United versus Liverpool at Anfield. This used to be the biggest rivalry in Premier League history. It still is the biggest rivalry in Premier League history. You can beat a Manchester United team that won 20 titles, Liverpool that won 20 titles, going head to head. Unfortunately, I hope it was under better circumstances where we are both going for the title. But no, we are looking for our first back to back win under this manager. Liverpool are looking to bounce back from losing 3 games in a row for the first time in 5 years and trying to stop losing 3 games in a row in the Premier League. That's what they're trying to do. And Manchester United trying to gain momentum from beating Sunderland and having to go on a 2 weeks break and coming back and having to go to Anfield to keep a momentum is a tough assignment. And so crazy part is that everybody is thinking this is the perfect time to play Liverpool. They are conceding goals. They haven't looked convincing at all in any of their wins, winning games in the last minute and now losing game in the last minutes. And people say, well, Liverpool look like a wounded animal now. They have lost 2 Premier League back-to-back, and they have lost a Champions League game, altogether 3 in a row. And what would have been a perfect time to play them, it would be now. To me, it's the opposite. Now is the worst time to play Liverpool because, like people say, they're a wounded animal, and rarely do they lose at home. They're a very tough team to beat at Anfield. But now they have the extra motivation on not losing 4 games in a row. It's going to be very tough for Manchester United to go to a historic ground where they rarely win and to win. For me, it's a tough game, and we are catching Liverpool at the wrong time. I would have loved to play them in the beginning of this terrible run or a few weeks after it, but not right after international break where they are ready to write that people have been saying about them. So, in terms of Manchester United, how are we going to approach this game? And to me, we're going to do it the same way we approach Sunderland. We're going to try to build from the back, get the ball to a big, horrible center forward. He's going to hold the ball down, and let's win the second ball and hit Liverpool quick on the counter-attack. That's the only way I see us beating Liverpool because I don't think we're going to dominate the midfield battle, and I don't think we're going to outscore Liverpool. That we're trying to go pound for pound with them. They have superior players in the attack and technically gifted footballers in the midfield. The only that Liverpool have right now is that their defense is not settled, missing the best goalkeeper in Alisson. Let's keep it defensively compact and hit on counterattack. Their biggest weakness this season is that on the transition, they haven't been good defensively. Teams that can pass been able to get behind them, where they have a right back that is technically a wing back in ping pong. So he like to go up high, and you got a Kirkes who hasn't been the same and not quite been the same guys anymore. So on the counterattack, that's where we're going to win this game. We're going to hit Liverpool fast, quick, and play with the strength of Benjamin's top. This game is going to be predicated on how well the manager pick a lineup. Because again, like I said, we're not going to dominate the ball, and most likely we're not going to dominate the midfield battle. So how are you going to combat that? That is, you put 2 destroyers in the midfield. Manuel Ugarte and Casemiro. Make sure we have enough pace in the back. Do not play Maguire. Do not play Dalot. Make sure we have actual pace in the back, and make sure Lennis, the new goalkeeper, continue his progression and keep him in. Do not bring India back. So as a lineup for Manchester United, I think we're going to go with Lemons in goal, and we're going to have Delit, Euro, and Mazraoui as our back 3. And I'm going to have Mazraoui play right center back and Euro play left center back. We need pace and control, and then delete in the center. When it comes to full like wingback, of course, it's going to be Matt on the right and Dorgo on the left. Let this guy play. Let's try to pin Liverpool back and hit them on the counter attack. In midfield, we're going to have Manuel Ugarte and Casemiro start. I'm going to bench Bruno Fernandes. I don't know what is it with Bruno Fernandes, but rarely do he perform at Anfield. And our most humiliating defeat, he was the captain. I don't want to see him play in this game. So I'm going to bring in Ugarte for Casemiro. And as a front three, I like the way Mason Mount presses. So I think if he's fit, I'm going to play Mason Mount and Brian Bremo as my 10s and Benjamin Sesko up top. That's my lineup for United against Liverpool. The main way we're going to win is hitting Liverpool on the counter attack. So having players like Mason Mount, Brian Bremo that can run all day and can press all day will be important in winning this game. As to how we stop Liverpool destroying us, that is like a layered questions. First of all, we're going to stop making silly mistakes because if we give Liverpool easy chances, they're going to destroy us, and it's going to be a very difficult night because they have so much firepower up top. From like Salah, you got like Etitike, and then Gakpo, who's actually playing really well right now. Verts, who is not pulling up trees, but is also very good. Like I say, he's going to be being defensively disciplined and making sure we press them at the correct places and do not give them space, especially Mo Salah, who has not been having a good season. Let's keep it that way. Let not allow Mo Salah to have a come-out party against Manchester United. So this time, make sure we keep a good eye on Salah. We make sure we overload that middle. We do not give them space to play through because they have Godful. Like I say, they have McAllister, they have Bert and Vert that love to operate in that little half space between our center backs and our midfield. And if we don't keep our distance correctly, we can get overrun and it's going to be a nightmare because City took advantage of that space behind our midfield. So let's keep an eye on them. Let's make sure we're compact. We make sure we work hard and we don't make silly mistakes. That's how we're going to beat Liverpool. And danger man, let's make sure Mo Salah does not have coming out party for this season because for some reason he like to do that against us. That's my thought. That's my thinking of Manchester United versus Liverpool. If you enjoy this video, please consider leaving a like. Leave your thought in the comment section below. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Catch you on the next one. Peace.